Y Hughes Gill. Sometimes the seeds of greatness are planted in the simplest moments. For Kimberly Y Hughes Gill, that moment came during the summer of 1972. A 10-year-old girl from East St. Louis, Illinois, stood on the courts of Jones Park with a dream and a wooden Chris Evert tennis racket. She had one goal in mind, which was to join the other young players traveling to Kentucky for a tennis tournament. Her father, James A. Hughes, made it clear that only tennis players would be making the trip. So, without hesitation, Kimberly asked for a racket and began learning the game that would change her life forever. Under the loving guidance of her father, the late James A. Hughes, Kimberly learned far more than forehands and backhands. He taught her discipline. He taught her perseverance. He taught her integrity. And perhaps most importantly, he taught her the importance of giving back. Her mother, the late Mamie L. Hughes, became her greatest supporter, faithfully driving countless miles throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area so that her daughter could practice, compete, and pursue every opportunity available to her. She was also blessed by mentors who recognized her potential, including the late Al Pendleton, East St. Louis native and United States Tennis Association Hall of Fame umpire. By the age of 14, Kimberly had become one of the region's most promising young players, competing regularly in tournaments throughout local parks and indoor clubs across the St. Louis area. As a freshman at Assumption High School in East St. Louis, she faced an unexpected challenge. There was no girls' tennis team. Undeterred, Kimberly practiced alongside the boys' team, continuing to sharpen her skills and refusing to allow circumstances to limit her dreams. During this time, she experienced one of her proudest moments when she was selected to play alongside Keith and Kathy Foxworth, Frank Wilson, and other talented young athletes on the prestigious AAA youth tennis team. Under the guidance of legendary coach John Connors, the team trained and competed out of the Chesterfield tennis facility, exposing Kimberly to some of the highest levels of junior competition. The following year, Kimberly transferred to East St. Louis Senior High School with a clear goal in mind: to earn a collegiate tennis scholarship. That goal would soon become reality. Playing #1 singles from her sophomore through senior years, Kimberly compiled an extraordinary record of 33 wins and only 2 losses, a record that still stands today. Her remarkable success on the court earned her 9 collegiate scholarship offers, opening the door to opportunities that would shape the rest of her life. Kimberly initially attended the University of Tennessee, but life presented unexpected challenges. For 2 years, she never played a match. Many would have given up, but Kimberly's story has always been one of perseverance. Through the opportunities created by Title IX and with encouragement from her mother, she accepted a full athletic scholarship to Lincoln University in Jefferson City, Missouri. There, she became one of the original members of the women's tennis program. As team captain, she helped lead the team to success, and alongside her doubles partner, Keisha Abrams of Jamaica, went undefeated in conference doubles competition. Their team would go on to become Missouri Intercollegiate Athletic Association champions. Returning home to St. Louis, Kimberly built a successful professional career with Saks Fifth Avenue and later the Internal Revenue Service. But perhaps her greatest joy came from building a family. For the past 21 years, Kimberly has shared life's journey with her husband, Charles H. Gill, Jr. As a devoted wife and loving mother, Kimberly raised 2 daughters, Brianna Johnson Moore and Jamel Johnson, who became among her proudest accomplishments. Even while balancing family and career, Kimberly never stepped away from the game she loved. She continued playing team tennis, volunteering as a coach, and occasionally competing in mixed doubles tournaments. From 1999 through 2001, Kimberly returned to her alma mater, East St. Louis Senior High School, where she coached the girls' tennis team. Then, in 2017, a phone call from longtime classmate Joe Lewis would begin another chapter. Joe asked Kimberly if she would help build a sustainable tennis program for the youth of East St. Louis. Without hesitation, she said yes. Inspired by the values her parents had instilled in her, Kimberly became one of the founding board members and treasurer of the East St. Louis Community Tennis Association and National Junior Tennis and Learning Chapter. Under her leadership and alongside dedicated community partners, dreams became reality. 3 new tennis courts were built at Lincoln Park. 6 new courts were constructed at East St. Louis Senior High School. State and national grants were secured, and countless young people were introduced to opportunities that had once changed her own life. The organization would receive numerous honors, including Community Tennis Association of the Year Awards and the Illinois Hometown Governors Award. Kimberly's own contributions have also been recognized across the nation. She serves as first vice president of the USTA Missouri Valley Board and has held leadership positions on several national committees. And in 2024, she received one of tennis's most prestigious honors, the USTA Missouri Valley Billie Jean King Champion of Equality Award, presented during the U.S. Open.
Kim and I are first cousins. We were raised as sisters. Our mothers dressed us alike for most of our outings. I attempted to play tennis. I stopped. Kim continued. We attended the majority, if not all, of Kim's high school games and did our best to attend her college tennis matches. Kim pushed through. She pushed and she pushed to excel to the level in which she did in tennis. So we're very, very grateful to the Emma L. Wilson King Foundation for honoring Kim. She is so deserving to be recognized for her accomplishments and the outreach in the community. Kimberly, Buttercup, we love you dearly. And once again, congratulations for being honored.
As her uncle, I was present when Kimberly was born. Kimberly is a go-getter. She has excelled in everything she achieves to do. Family first, a wife, a mother, a grandmother, sports figure, businesswoman. King family, I want to thank you so much for making Kim a proud honoree. Thank you. Congratulations, Kimmy, better known as I call her Butter.
I was with Kim from the time she was born until now. I was with Kim. I was with her mother, taking her back and forth to the universities, University of Tennessee in Knoxville, and Lincoln University to watch Kim play tennis all through her career. When Kim was a small child, I kept Kim. She played with my children. When she was naughty, I spanked her along with my children. And when she was good, I kissed her along with my children. I was at Kim's wedding. When Kim married, she had 2 daughters. And I have been blessed to still be alive to see Kim's daughters marry and have Kim's grandchildren. And congratulations to Kim on your achievements and you're being honored. I'm very proud of you, and I'm sure Mamie would also be very, very proud.
Let me share with you a few things I jotted down about my niece. I've known Kimberly since we were students at East St. Louis Senior High School. Kimberly has always been very nice, helpful, family first oriented, as a young lady. I can honestly say those are the attributes that I am the most impressed about Kimberly. She's always going to say, "What can I do to help?" Kimberly is a Christian, a wife, a proud mother, grandmother, a successful businesswoman, a leader in numerous organizations. I'm so proud of the work Kimberly is currently doing to support our youth in the field of tennis. Kimberly has been an awesome role model in many ways. That's why her two daughters, Brianna and Jamil, are so successful. I was a coordinator for the East St. Louis School District 189 Career and Technical Education program for 18 years. I'm proud to say Kimberly assisted my students for over half of those years. All I had to do was give Kimberly the date and times I needed her assistance. Kim always came in energetic and had a big smile on her face when she greeted my students. Kim not only did business presentations with my high school students, she taught them the knowledge they needed in reference to income tax. I want everyone to know Kimberly would spend an entire week at the high school during income tax season preparing my students' taxes free of charge. Appointments were set every 30 minutes. My students were so appreciative. But that was Kimberly. I'd like to thank the entire King family for all of the dedicated work you've been doing in your mom's honor, assisting the past and present students along with our 89 blocks, as known as the City of Champions. And thank you for honoring my niece, Kimberly Hughes Gill, for all of the great work she has done and continues to do to help others. Thank you.
Hi, I am the daughter of Kimberly Hughes Gill, who is being honored. I have known her all 35 years of my life, even though she's just a little bit older than me. And what I like to say that I'm most impressed about my mom is she has the biggest heart. She is so giving and so loving and so passionate about everything that she cares about. And she loves to pour into her community and show up for her family and her friends. And of course, my sister and I and her grandchildren. She is a proud grandmother and mother, and I love that so much about her because she will go to the end of the earth to give and give to us in any way possible. And she's always been there. She always shows up. She's always going to be a light in a room. From her wonderful hairstyles, her style, everything about my mom I love. We are two peas in a pod. If you can't tell, we only are twins. I kind of stole her face a little bit. But when I say that I am proud to always be her twin, to be her daughter, to be her friend, and I am just so thankful that other people get to see the light that she gives to this world and how she shows up for everybody else. And I think she's a wonderful role model. Things that I want people to know is my mother still holds the number one records for tennis at the East St. Louis Senior High School, as well as she was the first Black tennis player at the University of Knoxville. And then she was a graduate of Lincoln University, where she dominated in the tennis world as well. And I always speak highly about that because she does not say that enough. And I want everybody to know she's still that girl, has forever been that girl, and will forever be that girl. And I'm so glad that she's my mother. And I just want to say thank you to the Emma L. Wilson King Foundation for honoring Kimberly Hughes Gill, my wonderful mother, for all of her hard work throughout the years. And I appreciate you all for loving on her and for showing up for her, because she's always going to love and show up for you. Love you, Mama.
The Emma L. Wilson King Foundation is proud to present its Lifetime Achievement Award on behalf of a grateful community. A community Mrs. Hughes Gill is proud to call home. Your dedication to public service and education personifies gold standards of excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and welcome 2026 Emma L. Wilson King Foundation honoree, Kimberly Y Hughes Gill.